Hello everyone, welcome to Boreal Blade. I recently picked this game up for 72 pence, and it will be on sale for that price until the 15th when this video comes out. So, you've still got 4 days to hopefully buy it if you think this gameplay looks interesting. So you may be able to tell from the gameplay on screen that it is a multiplayer hack and slash game. A bit like For Honor, where the combat system is quite basic, but there is complexity there if you look a bit closer. The game has all sorts of different fighting styles. You can use pole arms, you can use double daggers if you want, and use one-handed or two-handed swords. There is a lot of complexity with the weapons that you can use, but the main weapon choice really is the two-handed sword. That's the one that I found to be the best. I recently unlocked a super heavy sword that can break through shields really easily. That's currently my favourite sword at the moment. To sum up the dueling system best, I would probably say that it's kind of based around high risk and high reward play. You can go for a kick, but that may leave you open to an attack. You can go for a heavy attack, but your opponent might dodge behind you and attack you in the back. You can go for a throw your sword, but obviously if you miss, you are one sword down and you will lose the ability to block attacks. So it's all about high risk and high reward play, which I think is what keeps the dueling so engaging in this game. Sadly there's only 4 game modes, so there isn't really too much diversity within the game, but it's okay anyway. I think that the gameplay, the dueling system is engaging enough to keep the game going for quite a while. And the game modes are just what you'd expect, just sort of team deathmatch, free-for-all. There is a one life team deathmatch kind of game where there's several rounds. There's sort of there's also like a defend the point mode, which I haven't actually played, to be honest, because that is a rather large negative of this game. There is a dwindling player base. It's very cheap, so we'll see a few people buying it at the moment, but I think pretty soon the game will lose a lot of players, unfortunately. So that is one thing to bear in mind. You probably will want to buy this with a friend, just to make sure that you can actually play it when you do eventually buy it at some point. Another negative of the game is the pretty horrendous netcode. It's not uncommon to be in a lobby with a load of players with a ping of at least 200. So that can lead to some pretty amusing moments where you hit an enemy or they hit you and you're not nowhere near each other. But it's particularly a problem with the sword throwing. I've noticed quite a few times that on my screen I've dodged out the way, but on their screen the sword hit me and killed me. Hopefully I'll put up a compilation of gameplay moments there where that's happened. Another thing I did want to talk about, however, and the thing that's really kind of got me quite excited for the game, I think, the thing that I find most compelling is the really unique loot system in this game. I know that some people will hate this loot system, but I kind of like it and I don't know why. I would usually hate stuff like this. So the idea is that you start out as a blank slate, you're just a bold man with a sword, and eventually as you start ranking up and playing some more matches, you will eventually start unlocking swords and new armor sets. But the thing is, those armor sets and swords and everything is yours to keep forever, but only yours. So you can sell them if you want on the Steam marketplace. They are very much yours to do with as you see fit. So it's really interesting that you'll just meet really unique characters every time you play the game. Everyone has their own sort of unique style, unique soldier. And that kind of really plays into the strength of the game, where you just sort of have endless replayability playing up against people's unique soldiers and their unique weapons, their unique swords or pole arms or whatever. So that's something that's really, really cool in the game. Just a few more things I want to just sort of fire off quickly. One, the performance is okay. I've had a few hiccups with the FPS here and there, but it's not been terrible, so I will say that it'd probably be alright most of the time. Second thing is the graphics. Sort of the low poly art style isn't too bad. I quite like it. It's just sort of a fairly common art style nowadays. The sort of low poly aesthetic. I don't mind it too much personally, but perhaps it gets on some people's nerves. I'm not sure. So in conclusion, I bought the game for 72 pence. I've already played it for 5 hours, and I'm sure I'll keep coming back for more. So I think I've got my money's worth out of this game. I think overall it's pretty fun. I think that the game is probably not going to survive in the coming years, but for 72 pence, I don't think I've really gone too wrong. So if you think it's worth 72 pence, go pick it up on Steam right now. Until the 15th, it'll be on sale for 72 pence. So you've got 4 days, 3 or 4 days until it goes off sales. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Do hope you enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe if you did enjoy this review sort of thing. I'm probably going to be making a few more on some other games that I've sort of just come across lately. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you again. Bye for now.